Tap in, tap in, tap in, tap in, tap in. I want to tell everybody about it's like all the years I won. I guess I had to take a loss, right? It's like all the years I won, I had to take a loss, and this loss was the biggest loss ever. I lost my son. So I hadn't had a job in like 18 years. So since my son was born in 2001. So my son never seen me work a job. He never seen me ever wake up and go to work. You know what I'm saying? So 18, he graduating, and I went to go get a job. You know what I'm saying? I went to go get a job. So the first job I went and got was a Amazon job, because I'm trying to show him it ain't nothing wrong with working, because he ain't want no work either. He like, you ain't had no jobs, Pops. What I gotta go get a job for? So the first job I went and got was a little Amazon job. Bruh, I ain't know if I was lazy. I'm like, bruh, I worked at that joint for 2 days. The second day, actually in the middle of the shift on the second day, I had the lady take me back to the station. I'm like, just drop me back off at the station. I'm cool on all this. I'm done with all this. So the third day I called my son. I said, hey son, come ride out with me. I'm gonna go quit this job. So me and him went out to the job, and I was like, to the dude that hired me, I'm like, thanks for the opportunity of letting me work and everything. This is my son. I'm coming to show him, even if something don't work out, this is the way you gracefully bow out to something. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you giving me the job. This just wasn't a job for me. Whoop-de-whoop. The man turned around and offered my son a job. I said, damn. So he like, nah, he was cool on it. So I'm like, man, I can't just, show him that, you can just give up. So then I went to the blood bank, got a job at the blood bank and all that. So I was working there for, I guess 6 months or so before one day I had walked in, and the manager lady, like, I'm used to seeing you so happy. What's going on? I'm like, my son, I'm just having problems with my son. I just can't figure it out. So she was like, well, just have him come up here. And, I said if he want a job. So I called him up, hey, Joey, what you on, man? Come up here to this job where I'm at, bruh. Lady want to holler at you. So, boom, he come up there. Lady come out. He introduce himself. Boom, she walk around. She say, well, look at her. Your dad's the custodian. You can be a custodian if you want to. Right here is where they process the blood. You can process the blood and pay a little more. You can process the blood. If you want to be a phlebotomist, we'll show you how to stick to people. And, you can draw blood and all that. So she walked him around the whole plant. Took about an hour out of a day to walk him around the plant. And at the end of their little session, he looked at the lady, shook her hand, and he said, thank you for the opportunity. I don't think this job for me. And I'm like, this little dude got to be crazy. I'm like, he out of his mind, man. So I couldn't get in his head that, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm trying to do something to show you that this shit ain't whack. And when I was a youngster coming up, I went and worked a little job, and I came up off of it. I worked the job till I decided what I wanted to do in life. And then I pushed towards my dreams, and I was telling him the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, you know what I'm saying, start somewhere. But he wasn't feeling none of that, man. He wasn't feeling none of that. And with that being said, it's like shit. It was 18 years of my life that I was able to provide for my family. And be in my kid's life, never missed a day out of my son's life. For 18 years, man. Being able to just support my family grinding, not selling no drugs, you know what I'm saying, not doing no scams, not I was rapping, man. I was making money, man. You know, selling music, bro. And my son died, man. He got killed at 21 years old. So out of 18 years of his life, man, he seen his daddy hustle and get money. And he turned around, and 18 years later, he didn't want to do nothing but hustle to get money. No matter how I showed him that all he seen was, you know, me hustle and get money. So, and I wasn't selling dope. So it's like, you know, I don't know, man. My son chose the street life, something different. You know what I'm saying? I chose the street life, but I just chose it different. And he chose it different from the way I chose it, and he got murdered. So with that being said, man, I just wanted to tell y'all a story how all the years I won, I guess I had to take a loss.